Good evening, boys and girls. Tonight, I'm starting what I'm calling Good Shepherd Bible Story Hour. Not hours, minutes. Because I love sheep. I have many sheep in my office, if you've ever visited me there. And among them are Shirley, the big guy, Goodness, and Mercy. And they will follow me all the days of my life until I banquet with Jesus at the heavenly table, just like the song said this Sunday. And I have sheep all around me. I collect them. Even my mug has sheep, and this is one of my very most favorite mugs. Pastors are sometimes called shepherds, people who care for God's people. So tonight I'm going to read you a book called The Shepherd Boy. Now it's not set in Israel, it's set in the American Southwest where the Navajo live. And it's a story about a Navajo shepherd boy. And it's a lot like the readings we had this Sunday. So you can see the beautiful scenery and the beautiful pictures inside. So settle in and I'll begin. The Shepherd Boy. To my brother Ben, a shepherd. In the great Southwest lives a boy named Ben who cares for his father's sheep. And it looks like he has some help. Each day in the summer, when school is out, when the rains bless the ground, when father digs in the garden and mother weaves in the shade, Ben leads the sheep to a place where green grass grows. Oh, see? He has help. White Eye and No Tail help Ben keep the sheep from straying. When the sun comes up, they go together over the rocks. Up the wash, a boy, 2 dogs, and 50 sheep. I'm going to guess that that is White Eye because he has a tail, and that is No Tail because he doesn't. Across the mesa, through a canyon. Look how high those rocks are. They travel to a secret spring, the place where green grass grows. And a spring is a place where water comes up from the ground. Each day, as the sun slides down the empty sky, Ben returns to his home, to his hogan, a good place to be when coyote barks and the night birds scream. That's his house, and here he is leading his sheep back home, because that's his job. Ben counts the sheep in the old way, the way his father taught him. 1, 2, 3. Ta'ala'ai nu'ukitai. 4, 5. Di'i ashala. Now, I don't speak that language, so I may have just mispronounced that. But one day, all 50 sheep do not come home. One ewe lamb is lost. 49 sheep are safe for the night, safe from coyotes. One. What does he do? What would you do? One ewe lamb is out alone, alone to face the cunning one, which is a name for Coyote. Down, down slips the sun. Now Ben and his helpers must run to the place where green grass grows. Do you think he's scared? I think he's brave, but he might be scared at the same time. Over the rocks they scramble, up the wash they fly, going as fast as they can. Doesn't mean they grew wings to fly. And see, there's No Tail and there's White Eye. And the sun is going down. Across the mesa they run with hearts that beat like drums until at last they come to the canyon where the old ones lived and painted pictures on smooth stone walls. Beneath the houses crumbling with time, beside the spring, between two rocks, Ben finds the lamb, small and lost, but not afraid, for she knows the voice of the shepherd boy. Ben holds the lamb. He carries her gently away from the houses, past the paintings, out to the canyon, across the mesa, down the wash, over the rocks. Home to his hogan, a good place to be when Coyote barks and the night birds scream. And who is waiting for him? His mom and his father. And they were waiting for him to come home, safe as the moon rises. This Sunday we talked about Jesus. Jesus being the shepherd and his sheep who he knew their name and they knew the sound of his voice, so they weren't afraid. And boys and girls, that's what I want you to know, is that Jesus knows your name, and that when you are afraid, you know that Jesus is there with you. And it's not that you don't feel afraid, but you can be brave, because like the shepherd boy and the little ewe, they knew each other. And you know the shepherd boy would not go to sleep until he found that baby lamb. And his mom and dad wouldn't go to sleep until their boy came home. Because that's the way we take care of each other. Each night this week, after I tell the story, I want to read a prayer from a very special book a friend of mine gave me called A Child's Book of Celtic Prayers. Now, Celtic means from Ireland, from Wales, and part of France. They were an ancient people, and you probably know a very famous Celt, Saint Patrick. So these are prayers in the style of the Celts, who had a great appreciation for nature, and many of them also kept sheep. So tonight, I want to read this prayer for you. I lie down this night with God, and God will lie down with me. I lie down this night with Christ, and Christ will lie down with me. I lie down this night with Spirit and the Spirit will lie down with me. God and Christ and the Spirit be lying down with me, or snuggled here by my side like surely goodness and mercy are. Good night, boys and girls.